Hey guys, Luke here. I thought I'd do a quick video reviewing the 2015 State of Origin Game 1, which saw Queensland defeat New South Wales 11-10, field goal right at the end by Cronk. For New South Wales, I think there was tries by Bo Scott and Josh Morris, and for Queensland, it was Will Chambers and Cooper Cronk who scored at the start. So first off, I'm just going to say congratulations to Queensland. I do think it was deserved. I do think I don't think either side were ultimately really, really good or anything. I thought it was like a pretty so-so game. But that's just how it seems to be. It seems to be sort of maybe the style New South Wales play don't really offer much and just defend pretty well. In saying that though, they literally just defended the whole second half. Queensland just way too strong. However, I will say I think it was a good battle in the forward packs. I think I'll say that New South Wales had the better forward pack. I just think in the end it came down to the halves. Now I don't want to turn this into like a shit on Pearce or anything, because this is not what it's intended to be. I don't necessarily think Pearce was what made or break the side, but I mean Hodkinson, he talked about, oh, I'm not really an attacker, I'm an organiser. Well, what the fuck were you doing right at the end? That the last 10 minutes just put the nail in the coffin of Hodkinson's Origin career, in my opinion. Whether like Daly actually picks him again, I'm not really sure, but his confidence has got to be shot. It was already shot beforehand. He was getting shit on by everybody, Bulldogs fans included, and now, on the biggest stage, once again chokes. You have a perfect chance, a whole set of 6 on their line, and you just don't even get into a position. I just don't understand it. And also, I will say for the second one, I mean, I don't know for sure. I only saw one quick look at it, but to me, it looked like Hodkinson actually was set up for the second time, but Dugan was sort of maybe where Hodkinson should have been. But they were right there, and I think Farah sort of just trying to be real quick, just looked up, saw Dugan, and not seeing Hodkinson right next to him, and threw a very poor pass in the end to Dugan. And obviously Dugan was rushed because that's what's going to happen, and missed the shot, but at the same time, just more communication. And like I said, Hodkinson was supposed to be there to be the organiser, and there just wasn't any organising. Now, I know, obviously, in the second half, there just wasn't any sort of field position for the Blues, and I think most of it was their own doing. Stupid shit like getting a penalty and then not finding touch, and that there is no defence you can have for Hodkinson on that. They're literally right near the sideline. It's not like you're standing in the middle of the field or anything. Like, come on, really? You gotta find a touch. You just can't do that in Origin. I will say New South Wales, it just felt like they were missing an X factor in their side. I think the closest thing we had to an X factor was Josh Morris, and I thought Josh Morris was outstanding. Tonight. I know a lot of this is sort of based off the Blues, but I'm a Blues supporter, so it's sort of I was paying more attention to who's the best players for the Blues in that. But yeah, I thought Josh Morris absolutely outstanding. Sort of forgot how fast he actually is. With his knee injury in that last year, as a Bulldog supporter, it was like, oh, I know he seems a bit faster, but I don't know exactly how fast he is in full flight. But yeah, definitely assured me that he's still got the pace. I thought Dugan was quite good. Farah was okay, I suppose. I thought the forwards was pretty good. I thought Feeder was pretty good. They're all pretty good. I mean, Woods just did what he was expected to do, not be super imposing or anything and bash players, but just do a lot of work in that. For Queensland, I thought Will Chambers was very, very good for them. Oh, actually, so speaking of Will Chambers on that side, Daniel Tupou had a nightmare of a game right from the start. Will Chambers just steps around him and just a line break right at the start, and from that, right from the get-go, you should have been able to tell that Tupou just wasn't up for it. I mean, they scored that, and I'm not going to blame him for the try, because I think it was always coming, but he was dropping balls. It looked like he wasn't even interested. There was a time where they put a little grubber in behind. It looked like he was just jogging back and ended up tapping it over the dead ball line. And I think and it also resulted in Jennings also not having the best game. And the reason for that is seemed like he had no faith in the outside, which, I mean, why would you? Tupou looked like total shit this game. But yeah, I think Josh Morris really shut down Inglis. Inglis was, you know, you could argue Inglis was very, very shit this game as well. They did blow a chance, a certain try earlier, straight off the kick for touch stuff up. Like, Inglis really should have put Boyd over, but I think it was, I mean, you can argue it was a bad pass from Inglis or Boyd not in position, who knows. But yeah, in the end, it was just the players that you know who are going to step up, barring Inglis. But, you know, the Slaters, Cooper, Cronk, Thurston. Actually, I thought Thurston was fairly quiet, but, you know, he was solid. He wasn't shit, he was solid. But yeah, quiet for his sort of standards. But yeah, the big three, the Melbourne boys, I think they really got Queensland home this game, because I think 4-pack's pretty even. You know, the backs were fairly even as well. But yeah, the difference was the halves. And that's not like a piece of shit or anything. I'm saying Hodkinson is shit, but it's just more of the fact that, like, Queensland have got superstar halves and that sort of stuff. They got a superstar spine, is what I'm trying to say. Where New South Wales, you know, they got a solid spine, but nothing spectacular. Apart from Dugan, and Farah's pretty solid as well. But yeah, just a clutch play at the end by Cronk, just like he usually is. Also, I'm not really sure what was to go with kicking for a goal. I've never really seen Thurston kick it from that length, but I suppose you had to take a shot. But yeah, I'm rambling on a little bit. In terms of who I think should have been man of the match, I would have been fine if Will Chambers. Cooper Cronk had a very good game, scored the try, kicked the field goal. But he was the difference maker, really. Saw Channel 9 gave it to Cameron Smith. I mean, I'm not going to argue with that. Cameron Smith, you know, always pretty good. I thought Billy Slater had a pretty good match. You know, didn't drop any bombs. Made a few little line breaks. Some great runs. Get them out of, you know, some tough situations, like with the bombs being put up to him all night. Yeah, had some really good kick returns. For the Blues, I think their best players were Dugan, Morris, and then, you know, some of the forwards pretty good, like Bo Scott and that sort of stuff. Like, I'd say Fafita was pretty good. Yeah, the 4-pack was great, and, you know, a few other select players. But I mean, it wasn't really a game where there was a lot of standouts. Just a real grinding sort of game. So hard to give a man of the match. But yeah, that's where the video is going to end. Hopefully, you have enjoyed it. Leave in the comments, what did you think of the game? I'm not expecting everybody to agree with me, because I know a lot of people don't agree with me. But yeah, Queensland victory were the victors. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can go ahead and do that. And yeah, subscribe. Bye, guys.